folks, and welcome back to the sea. And this is a little different, but it's still cool. Is this brand new 2003 Acer Aspire V5. He says it's never been opened. Well, I got excited and cut the thing because I wanted to see. And he isn't kidding. It's never been set up. It's brand new from 2000 whatever. The battery still in the plastic stuff. The little felt bag with tape on it still. So it's literally brand new, and its specifications are new Acer Aspire V5 1312629 11.6 inch laptop with Windows 7 Home Premium 64-bit 11.6 Acer Comfy View LED LCD with Intel graphics. That means the CPU. 4 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM and a 500 gigabyte rotational hard drive. Optical drive is not available. 802.11 ABG, Bluetooth 4. Microsoft Office 2010 preloaded. Manufactured, this is brand new by the way, in the year 2013. Holy crap, there's the specs of the thing. I'm gonna pause your little peep thing. Cool. So, I mean, that's kind of video worthy, isn't it? So let's open this pickle. To heck with the Mac Mini for now. Connecting your device in 4 easy steps. 5, using it. Connecting to the Wi-Fi, using wireless LAN. Yada yada yada. Words. Some cardboard. The other cardboard that has the unit in it, we're going to take it out. Oop, is there something in there? No. I'm going to save all this packaging because I don't want to mess it up because I have a problem. You know damn well it's Kevin, right? You know damn well it's Kevin. It's Kevin. He sent me a picture of a cookie. No text, just a picture of a cookie. Okay. Happy cookie. Where were we? Let me turn on the Tron light because this is Tron light worthy. Let's wipe it off because I just put fingerprints all over it. Yeah, okay, so it's very easy to put fingerprints on. Oh, wait a minute. It's sticky. Hold on. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's got the plastic around the dude. I don't want to peel it. Look at this. What is this? I've never seen that before. It was in between the keys. It's a little bit funky, I guess, in packaging. This fell down. And it sticks over the keys so it doesn't mess them up. And it looks like they put it on backwards because the key would be like this. And that's how it would fit on. Neat. Alright, let's get this thing out. Uh-oh. How do I plug it in? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Well, I just broke that. Okay, got a big universal type power supply from Chinkoni. I need some power here. We're gonna go like this. Looks like it has VGA, HDMI, USB 1 or 2, Ethernet built in, the battery dude, Kensington lock, USB power, and a headset or line out. And it has a Windows 7 Home Premium license, manufactured date September 7th, 2013, from Acer. Alright, so let's put the battery in. It's brand new, so it doesn't stink. It doesn't have any bulging. It looks like, what are those cells? Looks like an extended type battery. So let's see. How do you get the battery in there? There we go. Okay, so the battery has rubber feet. There's a thing here. What does that say? Oh, it's something on how to open the inside. Alright. Uh-oh, I got a booger on it. Alright. Knowing the battery is totally ass dead, I'm going to plug it in. Free dog hair. So let's just press the button. Hard drive spinning up. I heard a... "12 years. It's only 12 years old. Preparing your computer for first use." Can you see that? These damn lights are so freaking bright. I'm trying to show an LCD screen. There we go. Oh, there are lights right here in the front. Didn't even notice. Windows 7 Home Premium. Wow, that is neat. Let's type a password. Nope. Do I accept the license agreement? Sure. Trackpad works. Touch, click to touch works, or has a button. No actual mouse buttons. Next. Ask me later. It thinks it is December 2010. I'm going to skip the wireless because I don't want this thing downloading updates from 13 years ago. Welcome 2 minutes. Preparing your desktop. This is tiny. I mean, look at that. There's my hand. I don't think it's a touchscreen. It is not. It has the plastic around it. She's brand new. It has a webcam and a something here. Looks probably a microphone. Pretty neat. It's a nice unit. And it is a nice laptop for, you know, being so tiny. This was the era of those micro netbooks. Does this have UEFI boot support? Because I'll put PiMiga on this moaf and have a mini PiMiga machine. I'll boot it right here. Omni 128 gig. When it finally loads, I'm going to boot PiMiga on it. Office 2010 requires a product key to activate. So they bloated it down with a bunch of crap. And that's longer than 2 minutes. Register your Acer product. How about no? McAfee. No. Look at this is the era of bloatware. There was a program called PC Decrapifier that would unbloat all these dudes. So my backdrop is the same as the box. Little hard drive light action down here. Or is that battery that's bad and not charging? I don't know. Probably a dead battery. If it holds a charge after never being on for 13 plus years, it'll be kind of neat. Do I risk peeling this off? Am I going to keep it? I don't know. Should I pass this on to someone else? It's just a neat piece of audio. Alright. Is the battery charging? That's going to be the stink. When pause break, we'll tell you what your stuff is. So this sucker is just fast as you can believe. We got a 4.4 on the shit scale. 4 gigs of RAM of 384 usable. Intel Celery Stick 1007 at 1.5 gigahertz. So, you know, she's super fast. Oh, it's 64 gig operating system, but why do I have 3.84 usable? Because it has an Intel graphics processor that they probably sucked out some RAM, 32 megs of RAM for the thing. And Windows is activated even though it hasn't been online. This is Internet Explorer 9. Holy crap. All bunch of toolbars. I mean, Windows 7 was a great operating system. I liked it. It has a 500 gig rotational hard drive, NTFS, 30 gigs in use with its little operating system. Seagate ST500L rotational hard drive, because I can hear that bitch whining. So this was before solid state drives, ladies. Of course the battery's not charging. It's been never used for 13 years. You could probably keep bumping it and getting the initial charge because it's so dead. It is charging right here, but it'll go blink, blink, bad battery. But I have had many times with laptops that I have to crapify out. See how it blinks? You pull it out, you wait a second, you put it back in. You're getting these initial little bump charges until it reports bad, but you're putting energy into the pack. And eventually it gets past that I am beyond dead and actually starts taking a charge. I want to see if it boots PiMiga. Oh man, look at this setup utility. That's interesting. Quiet boot enabled. How about no? Let's see, F12 boot menu. Yes. D2D recovery. What the hell is that? It has a SATA hard drive. AHCI. Ooh. Okay. Alright, that should give us something. Let's see what it does. I don't know what port to plug it in for PiMiga. I don't know if it's going to work. So F10, save and exit. F12 is the boot menu. We're going to hit F12. And we're going to try EFI USB device. PiMiga on the 2013 Acer Microbook. I didn't plan this. I just plugged it in. Turn off this little thing. Let's see how it works. I mean, Micro Amiga on an Acer. It's not fast for a laptop. So it's not going to be super fast booting Linux. Look at that. That is great. Does the trackpad work? Oh, okay. So this was a common problem with PiMiga and Intel. So you get a couple recovery alerts. No big deal. No big deal. You got to click up here. How do I right click? Alright. Right click, workbench, screen mode. Let's crank this sucker. 13, oh that's why, because it's 1366 by 768. Alright. Yep. And then we'll get an error. We get F12 and we say reset. Ouch. Okay, the default size of PiMiga is 1920 by 1080. Boing, 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 boing. And there you go. A little tiny baby PiMiga 4. Crazy, sexy, cool. I always do 9 fingers. Let's do crazy, sexy, cool by Essence. There's a nipple at the end, but cool. Volume control. Oh, it's over here. Function keys. A little tiny netbook. Isn't that cool? And the cool part about PiMiga 4 was, and what will be 5 if I haven't released it already by the time this video comes out, is I can do power off, so I don't have to get a disk check on my next one, pull this out and reboot and it's Windows again. There we go. So it's off. Unplug PiMiga and put it back on the, well, drop it on the floor, and then just turn this back on. I'm going to do the battery kick here because just to get it to get a little bit of something something, and then you would reboot and you're back into Windows. PiMiga booted faster than Windows did on its same hardware. So that's a neat little piece of technology. An old Acer Aspire V5 laptop that I acquired from my second job was gifted to me along with this Mac Mini, which I'm going to have to take a look at in a separate video. We're going to upgrade that to PiMiga 4, and maybe we'll gift it to one of you guys at World of Commodore 2025. So that's it. That's an Acer Aspire V5 from the year of our Lord 2013. New in the box, unboxing, test, and PiMiga boot without hiccup. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something.
What do you know from funny, you bastard?